move on to Daisuke-san. Oh yeah, man. This game is a game of input errors. This game is a game of which player will allow their input errors to mess with their game plan and their confidence. If you can be that lad who doesn't allow any of their input errors to disrupt them, to disrupt their flow, you're gonna be a lot better off. In life, don't let input errors in life disrupt you. All right. Daisuke-san, training partner. All right. I'm gonna need to slow this shit down to 0.5 because my man Daisuke be pressing the buttons. Yeah, that shit doesn't feel like no 0.75. Look how fast he's moving. It's so hard to keep track of him. Close. Yeah, that's what we need. Closed caption on Fran's commentary. I'm just gonna keep it at 0.75. Have to deal. So Daisuke is really good with his fireball placements. Obviously Ryu's fireball is a lot better than Ken's in terms of startup, recovery, distance traveled per frame, I'm sure. And he's really good with that. So that's something that playing him I kind of kept in mind, like having to deal with, like trying to avoid the influence of like jumping in all the time, because he has really strong reactions. I get lucky right there, I think. Not lucky. I'm trying to walk away from the card throw. Let me give myself a little credit here. Okay. That's a ballsy low short in my opinion. I probably shouldn't do that because I can't hit confirm to anything from that low short. When I have no meter, I need to get used to doing low forward and looking for the hit confirm of short U. Okay, we're just doing the dance. All right. And I know Daisuke-san is willing to gamble with those sweeps. You know, sweeps are probably the only button that can contest Ken's. Okay. Right there, I was going for a jump back parry because I'm a psychopath. Like I saw the jump and I try to parry the cross up. Nice. That's another parry attempt by me. That's sexy ass neutral jump. All right, that was a terrible punish. Jesus, what is wrong with you, man? I guess I just wasn't expecting it to be that perfect. You know, I wasn't expecting, because I was gonna empty jump anyway, and then he happens to throw a Shoryu there. I mean, fire Hadouken. So just be better. You know, you have to be more aware. You know, stop like allowing what my expectations are to kind of dictate my responses. That's a bar right there. Jesus. All right, I missed that little forward. Sure, it's bugging me out now. See, he's like not afraid to let that shit rip, and that's something that I need to punish more often. I need to like punish jump-ins with just Shoryu. Like fuck the optimal stuff. It's cute, but it's not. Yeah, I swear to God. There was a moment in this game where he hit me with like 11 fireballs in a row, and I promise you I was trying to parry. I was just being stubborn. Like, fuck this shit. Yeah. So, that's a layer of our game. To be honest, I shouldn't allow it to come to this point, right? Like, if I'm going to guard jump like I just did, I need to guard jump forward. I can't, you know, because I don't get anything for like successfully parrying it, you know. Like he threw me out of the corner, which is a mistake on his part, but I gotta guard jump forward out of there. I can't just guard jump into the corner. It's just the easier thing to do because you're already holding down back and then you're jumping. So I don't know, I gotta clean that up. Guard jump forward, my lad. The thing that doesn't make what he's doing that scary in the neutral, you see that movement that he's doing, that up and down, like kind of, you know, baby teabag that he's doing. He doesn't really move forward with it, so I don't have to worry about him moving into his own range. He just kind of keeps moving back with it. That's why I'm just like, I'm okay with just like walking towards him, because I feel like he's gonna put himself in the corner eventually anyway. And as long as I avoid those EX fireballs, which I do a bad job at it, and forgotten which. I think it's the second game. He just torches me. There was a moment in this game where he hit me with like 11 fireballs. That's it? Yeah, this is it. God, I did not jump there, I promise. Trying to how to walk, and I got blasted. All right. Damn, yeah. Again, it's just that thing. You know, you don't expect him to get hit with the low forward. That it's not the worst thing in the world, but still. I gotta press some of these buttons with intent. That's something I have to lab. I have to see if I can at the moment. Yeah, there we go. I have to see if I'm able to like reversal that button on block from that distance, because I know you can do it, but I think it's unreliable if I crouch block it, because the pushback looks wild. That doesn't look like typical. I know look how far that, I don't know. I know you can do it on block, like standing block for sure, but I have to test. I have to like really see if I can do it on crouching, because then that would change what I look for in the matchup, but that would also make me susceptible to more like walk up and dash up shenanigans if I'm looking for it. But I don't know, it's just something good to kind of just practice, I think. I gotta keep that in mind. That was a sick Tatsu. Jesus Christ. This guy's a maniac. And then another like amazing punish on my part. Look at that. I'm getting outplayed here in the neutral. Just impatience, I think. Just like a lack of willingness to play the game. And then I kind of settle down after this. You know, I land a super, and then everything feels a little bit better. When Ryu jumps back and lands that, like, there's no reason not to parry down, you know? You can't hit me with anything like standing from that range, right? So I try to parry down, I get fucking blasted in the femur. All right. Oh, no hit confirmed. Franklin. All right, good escape. He could have punished that though, and I've seen him do it before. But I guess I was just testing his mettle, you know. He's done it before in casuals a few times, where he punishes that jump out Tatsu with a raw shinku. But tournaments, man, those turny nerves hit a little bit different, and it's always good to test your opponents. You know, you got to see how they're feeling that day. Sometimes they ate their Wheaties and they can do everything that they can do in casuals, and sometimes they can't. Fist bump. Fireball. I start throwing my own fireball. This game, Daisuke bodies me, and you know what? I was able to kind of, you know, maintain my. God damn! What is wrong with you, Franklin? Just land. How about you don't press anything? I guess that's what good players do. They bring out the scrub in each other, you know. This game, he bodies me, and I think it stemmed from like game one and how I wasn't necessarily punished for my lack of patience. But I still won that game even though I shouldn't have, to be honest. And so like my lack of patience is still showing. I'm like jumping in a ton, and I'm not like willing to just like let the game come to me, and you know, I get blown up for it. All of this is simply a matter of calming down, young lad. Look at that. That was a good tech. Another good tech. Yeah. See, just lack of patience. Like, all of these decisions could be chalked up to that. And I am guzzling all kinds of Hadoukens. Look at this shit. I don't think I blocked one this game. Yikes. I think I finally kind of settle into this idea that I need to play patiently against the Daisuke, because he's really good. And so I'm starting to like, from just what it looks like. Oh, that was a sick walk-in, but I missed the Kara because to air is human. I don't think it's a terrible thing to be wasting EX meter like that, but it's still something that I would like to stay away from. I think where I do it is more out of a feeling of necessity rather than, you know, it being an optimal decision to make, those EX fireballs. So I do want to calm that down. He didn't punish that greatly. He throws me right back into the corner after I escaped it. Like reverse Kara throw, great option in the corner, and then the short to seal it out. I think, you know, being grounded is the key to beating Ryu, even though like the fireball game is pretty annoying to deal with. At the end of the day, oh my god, I was sick. At the end of the day, like my buttons are better than his, so I have to like be able to be comfortable with that idea of just staying there in the cut and just being able to remain patient. I needed to punish that throw better. Again, it's just that thing. If you're dashing back to try to avoid a throw, then go for the full punish, you know? Alright, another jump out. Dash under to put myself back into the corner, but that's just how this match goes. I mean, with me and him, we're constantly dashing under each other's jump-ins and, you know, reverse throwing each other, so just battling for that corner. This is kind of a hallmark of where like where my patience has gone like throughout this set, because now I'm willing to kind of just hold that positioning. I try to rep parry that just because, I don't know, I'm trying to ascend, you know. And Ryu, in this matchup, it's really hard to parry Ryu's cross-ups. And I never learn. I need to stop trying to parry his cross-ups. It's really difficult to do, because the hitbox on it is not great. See, I try to do it right there. You see that little walk towards him. But I maintained a pretty good spacing because I walked right back out of it. I need to like learn that after I go for a parry bait to like go for a crouch tech punish too. Oh yeah, that was a trip guard. The moment I saw him jump at that button, I knew I had to punish. This is just like, yeah. That's something that sucks about Ryu. That like the hitbox on that proximity normal is bad. It's worse than Akuma's, and so I think if I were to do that against Akuma, I'd probably get blasted. But because Ryu's hitbox on that proximity close fierce is not as good, stuff like that is gonna happen. And so I think at the end of the day, like, movement and patience is what really kills Ryu when you're playing with Ken or any top character.